just here. How did you do it? How did you convince him that the baby isn't his?
It doesn't really matter how I did it. I made the switch and David bought the whole thing.
Well, you are a miracle worker.
Okay, thank you. I'll see you later.
You lied to me. You lied to me. My baby is Liza's. You swore on our love. How could you do that? You lying bastard!
Wait, I didn't lie to you. I didn't lie to you. I didn't.
To go to him.
Please, just wait a second. I'll tell you everything that happened, please. Please. I lied.
Jake,
please.
let go of me.
Listen to me. I lied, but it was to protect your baby. Please. Listen, do you remember we were looking for the adoptive family, right? At the same time, I needed to find a lawyer that we could trust. I reached out to Liza. I figured that she would be sympathetic with us because she had gone through something similar with Colby. So I hired her. I hired her to find that family, some adoptive family that would do it quietly and they would do it outside of legalities,
That's
right?
the plan that I remember, but obviously something happened.
Yes, something happened. She showed up and she was pregnant. And then she tells me she's going to be the one that's going to do the adopting. And I said, wait a second. I said to myself, this is, a recipe for disaster. I knew that David knew her and she wanted to stay in town with this baby in Pine Valley. And I thought, no, I said, look, please, I'm going to find some other adoptive family. And she got very persistent with me and she threatened me and she said she was going to go to David and tell him the whole thing. And it wouldn't matter where the baby ended up or with what family, that she would tell him, he would find out.
She was willing to sacrifice my son. She would have ruined everything. You never told me any of this.
I didn't tell you that. This is the hardest part. I couldn't tell you. I didn't want to tell you who the baby was going to be with or anything. That was part of our deal, remember? You wanted it that way. And you had gone through so much up to that moment and you wanted to give the baby up and you were about to give up the baby. And I thought if you knew the baby was still in town with Liza, then David would see through that. Eventually he'd see through that.
So that is my baby. Liza has my son?
No, that is not. That is not your baby. It is not.
So, David...
Listen, I'm going to tell you something now that I haven't told a soul. Nobody. Liza, nobody. She backed me into a corner. I knew that with one tiny little slip, she would ruin all of your hopes and your dreams for your baby's future. So at this moment, I really need her to believe that she's got your child. I also know that David, in his craziness, he's going to poke around and dig around with his suspicion, okay? So I go and find another child. A beautiful little unborn baby boy whose mother just wants the best for him. Best life, best dreams, best everything. And I make a deal with her. We make an agreement, no questions asked. And I let Liza think that little boy is yours. Now, Liza thinks I'm some sort of miracle worker, that I switched a DNA test, which David pulls off covertly, which I knew that he would do, but I didn't need to switch any DNA test because Liza never had your baby.
Where is my son?
In the little house in the country. I told you that. I told you that.
I don't believe you. I don't trust you.
I'm telling you the truth. This is the truth. I'm telling you the truth.
No, I'm going to get my own DNA test. I will go to Liza. I will go to the police. David, if I have to, but I have to know the truth. All I hear from you are lies, Jake.
Please don't do that. You can't do that. You will ruin everything.
Get your hands off of me. If you don't...
I'm telling you the truth. Okay, please, we have come so far. We have gone through so much. Don't ruin it all.
I don't trust you anymore. I can't just accept that my baby is safe. I have to know. I have to find him.
Come outside and get in the car.
I'm not going anywhere.
I will show you. I will show you where your son is. I'll take you to him, all right?
It's him. That's my baby.